Well, look, in the wake of the Queen's passing, there have been a lot of ugly things said by people who are a minority, I might add. It has always fascinated me as to how such people who want to say hateful things about others somehow are given a platform. The critics of the late Queen don't speak for too many Australians. Nonetheless, we have seen recently with members of Parliament like Lydia Thorpe and Adam Bant a complete disregard for the national flag, and in the case of Lydia Thorpe, an almost naked hatred of this country. Just on that, I just had a young man say to me before I started the program tonight, I can't understand, he said to me, he works with us here, he's very bright, Charlie, and he said, I can't understand how people beg to migrate to this country and then in everything they say and do want to undermine it. Very good point. But they're allowed seats in the National Parliament. But if you believe in freedom of speech, as I do, people have to be able to say what they think, I suppose, but there are limitations. I had an email today from a viewer about some bloke who's a rabid left-wing musician living in Sydney, whose posts about the Queen are abhorrent. But when this bloke attacks Dai Lee, whose story about escaping from Vietnam and surviving and then becoming a federal member of Parliament, that's quite inspirational. And this bloke writes, I have a particular contempt for right-wing refos who are refugees. Now, of course, if you're left-wing, you can say whatever you like, can't you? My viewer asks me if this falls into the category of race hate speech, and I guess it does. He's made a complaint to the Human Rights Commission. Good luck with that. But this same bloke, he'd want me to mention him, you see, but I'm not going to deliver him that favour. But he said of the death of the Queen, good riddance, QE2, you effing parasite. Then we've got the Greens Senator Mehreen Faruqi, who's called the late Queen a leader of a racist empire. And she tweeted, quote, condolences to those who know the Queen. I cannot mourn the leader of a racist empire built on stolen lives, land and wealth of colonised peoples. We are reminded of the urgency of the treaty with First Nations, justice and reparation for British colonies and becoming a republic, unquote. Well, Pauline Hanson did not miss. She responded, and I quote, your attitude appalls and disgusts me. When you migrated to Australia, Pauline says, you took every advantage of this country, unquote. I should point out Mehreen Faruqi migrated from Pakistan, where they blow up their leaders, like my friend Benazir Bhutto. She's now dead, blown up in Pakistan. And this woman left Pakistan to come to a better country. Pauline Hanson went on, you took citizenship, bought multiple homes and a job in the Parliament. It's clear you're not happy. This is Pauline. So pack your bags and piss off back to Pakistan, unquote. Well, it's the language they talk in the pubs, but it's spot on. And Pauline joins me. Pauline, thank you for your time. And I know, look, that language is very explicit, but at the same time, what is wrong with these people, do you think?
Allan, I don't get it. You know, these people come out here for a better way of life. They've left the country that they're not happy in. And they come out here and then they start complaining, whinging about what's happened here. You know, they disregard me as an Australian that was actually born here. If anyone's going to whinge and complain about anything, shouldn't it be I and all other Australians who were born here? I think they are misinformed. They don't understand. They're putting out...
But they get a seat in the Parliament.
To the people
they get a seat in the Parliament.
For them, it's a shame.